Hello. How are ya? Good morning, good day, good afternoon. We're gonna have some fun today with you, don't you know? We're gonna be doing some little bit of ranking here. Little impromptu ranking what we're gonna look at. We're gonna look at menus. And we're gonna be able to start things off best we can with like WWE 12 and working our way up. We're gonna see how it goes, and I'd love to know what you guys think. What are your favorite menus? It's the dorkiest thing ever that we're doing, but I love it. I want to be able to talk to you, talk about what the heck. Silly. Fix my camera. Dark. There we go. A little bit brighter. How's the day going for everybody? And you'll probably be in there shouting out different things. You'll be like 2K18, 2K20, 2K14 will be your favorite. That's great. But I'm going through one by one, brother. Mostly for me. And it allows me to take a look back at some of them and go, hey, this is a cool one, or this is a good. No. That ain't no 2K game. No, 2K12, technically it's under the 2K umbrella, right? But it's not officially 2K. It's off the old engine, so we know this. So don't worry. I'm not that big of a dummy. I'm a little bit of a dummy. So, how are we doing? Paul Scott, hi. Yeah. Currently the best menu for me. Do you think it is? Well, we'll get their controller walkthrough. We'll get there. Let's start things off. 2K12. And I'm pulling up random videos online because I'm like, you think I'm going to sit there and go through every single game? Now, wait a minute. I could just make this easy. I could try to find some images. I don't know if that will make life easier or not. So how are you guys? Yeah. I miss 2K12. Miss the engine. No, anyways. 2K12. How would you guys rank this? And I think we'll have a ranking system. In WWE 12 again is so odd. It's very odd. Let's see. I guess you would say we're gonna do like tier. I'm not tier ranking this. So we'll go out of 10. That seems to be easiest for people because you can put a number in the chat. So if you're gonna vote on these things, feel free to put numbers in the chat. We're gonna go through one by one, have a little bit of fun. 2K12, an oldie but a goodie. Now, I will say that the menu itself, very clean. I like the scratch on it. The one thing I would knock it for at the time, having Randy Orton there as like the only background guy, I think totally works for it at the time. I wish that it would have like changed so it wasn't always just Randy Orton you were staring at his face. A little creepy. But I did like how it was all scratch logo, like a splatter paint thing with the white. And I remember playing this so much. Oh, Road to WrestleMania. Would you please come back? Someone threw at me the other day that we might be getting a Road 40 Years of WrestleMania in 2K24. I think it's just rumors. Aesthetically, guys, I'd probably say 7 out of 10. Maybe an 8. Because it's so dang clean. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother my eyes. God, look at all these beautiful matches. Look at that. What were the specialty matches again in this? Well, did this guy go through it? Or steel cage submission tables? Those are all the one-on-ones. They didn't even show what were the specialty matches in 2K12? I like the Mortal Kombat style. Select your character. I like the renders they use for all of this. So good. Do you guys like that style? Do you like having a full rolling list like we have in 23 where you're scrolling down? Or do you guys like it where it's like this, where it's a little character box? I don't know which one I like more. Because the problem I have with... I mean, the list, I guess, is ultimately good because you can go through different categories. But W12 isn't 2K. Yeah, I know, but it's under the 2K umbrella. So just calm down. I care. But do you think a list is better, or do you feel like the box selection is better? I kind of feel like list is a little bit better. I do like this. I do like the throwback to this. Rotunga, man. Got your arenas unlocked. Yeah, I'd probably say get out of here. I like the basics of the menu. It's not overwhelming. It's not cumbersome. It didn't bother me. So yeah, like a 8 out of 10. Going to 2K13. How are you guys today? Thanks for coming. Oh, 2K13 is CM Punk. Hold on a second. Look in my eyes. What do you see? Breaking glass of personality. All right. CM Punk on the cover of WWE 13. All under THQ, obviously. I'm going back. I don't care about going back to 2K to 12 and 13. It's an easy round number to start off with. Here's what I really like. Here's what I really like about 13. I like that it's so Attitude Era inspired. Again, all the reds. Literally Attitude Era is the mode. Come on. Yeah, yes, Punk is not eating the muffin, which is bad. Alright, you got spinning wheel. That's cool that they actually did a little bit of a motion graphic with it. We don't have that nowadays. What do you got? Hey, look at that, everyone. King of the Ring. Why can't we get that in universe mode? All right. Oh, look at that, everyone. Inferno match. Ridiculous. Once again, they went with more of the big old Attitude Era was so good. They went with a big old straight across box of faces. I don't like this, as you know. I get what they were doing, and I think at the time it totally worked. I do have to say, I think I go with a list. I'd rather do a list when you're still doing character selection, because you got the whole top of current superstars. That roster is pretty thin, by the way. And then you got Attitude Era, which I appreciate that they categorized Attitude Era as its own thing. And then you've also got to go over to Divas. And then you got the randoms. So like, it's got goods and bads to it. It's, yeah, nowadays Arum, it's a little awkward, I gotta say, because you're also squinting, and I'm old, so I probably gotta put on some glasses at some point and be like, is that Rey Mysterio? Like, if there's two luchadors with two masks, good luck on me figuring out who it is. But you got the little tiny itty bitty picture of people, and I don't care for that. Yes, I can go and just scroll through, and it's alphabetical, but it's still a little cumbersome. And then if you want, but I do like how it's like, I just like the, hey, how many finishers you want? See, bring that back, 2K. There's something to bring back. I know it's all in like, well, we're gonna put everything in the options menu now, where you can go in and select friggin' your every little detail you want. I get that. But it's nice just to have the quick option of pick your attire, which we have, and then pick your finisher. I appreciate it. How would you guys rank this one? The menu. We're talking menus. I miss Attitude Era mode, by the way. I really did like it. Look, DX. Do you guys think we're going to get like a 40 years of WrestleMania? Wow, I forgot about this. The unlockables, ratings, timeline. That's a cool thing to add in there. That's neat. This one is, though, like the overall menu aesthetic is quite standard. Like, there's only so much you can do. Oh, what did we get? What was the specialty matches? Title match was a specialty match. Hell yeah, do that. I know we can just put the titles on the line, sort of, but give it to me in a title match, and then add some little pizzazz to it, like the little lighting that comes down. There's some things you can learn. I think, Paul, I would give it 12. I felt was a little bit better. 13's kind of cool with Punk doing the X with the Punk and the red and the Attitude Era aesthetic. I'd probably give it around a 7. 40 years of WrestleMania would be epic. It would be. I would love it if I had, just looking at this. Now I'm just getting nostalgic for previous match types. Title match, special guest referee, scramble match. Come on. If this was our list, plus you'd have Inferno match in here too. Come on. 5 out of 10 for Nate. Oh, the I Quit matches were in here too. Dang. Dang, dummy. Yeah, I gotta say, probably like a 6 to 7 out of 10. I liked. What do we got here? I like the menu. Good, not great, but I did like this. You going through Attitude Era. This is what I like with this is why I don't like showcase mode, because it's just, I feel like already they're gonna run out of ways to keep it engaging. We've done showcase mode for a couple of years now, and it's like, yeah, okay, you did a Rey Mysterio one, Rey matches, then you did John Cena, and you're like, we're gonna flip it on its head, and you're gonna play as everyone else, which I appreciate. I did like that. You didn't just play John Cena matches. But now I feel like if you're just going to do a Randy Orton or an Edge showcase or an Undertaker showcase, I'm kind of like, okay, we're going to get generic background music and you're just playing some matches. I really liked Attitude Era in this type because I know you got to progress, and I like the progression of it. I get a little bit of everything. I get DX, I get the Austin Era. You could do this when it comes to Road to WrestleMania. If you did a 40 years of WrestleMania, just give me 4, 5, I don't know. Just give me a bunch of different eras and just let me go through blocks of 10. And be like, I'll go through the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, the 2020, WrestleMania. And you get a mix of men and women. You unlock it. I think it's very good. You do retro reviews like Smash vs. Raw, for example? I might. The problem with doing a retro review is, 1, I don't think the traffic would do very well on the channel. 2, like, I gotta go and find these games and play them and then review. Yeah. All right, let's go to 2K. I'd probably say it's like a 6 to 7 out of 10 for 2K. 2K13. 2K14. Let's see what we got there. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you're having a good day. If you guys enjoy hanging out with me on this fabulous Tuesday, hit that like button. 2K14. Problem is, like, a lot of people post like custom menus. I don't like that. Need a regular. I'm gonna find, there's the menu. All right, 2014 2K14 with The Rock. Now this one I have fond memories of, 2K14 and 2K16. Right away, do you smell what The Rock is cooking? I love that they have motion Rock with the heat, the stuff, the smoke coming off of his body, and it's moving. Motion backgrounds. That gets an extra point right there. Something to look at. It's a nice little thing. You got the red because it's just wrestling. It's Raw. You got 30 years of WrestleMania in there. You got motion 2K14 logo popping in. Look at all these beautiful match types that we don't get anymore. Off the heels of 2K13. You got universe mode, creations, job. Got it. Look at that, guys. I Quit match, Inferno match. Those were the days. 6-man ladder matches. Elimination Chamber was in this one. Hey, look at that. 1, 2, 3 handicap match and a gauntlet match. That's insane to think that we could get such a thing in modern wrestling games, but here we are. Why can't they give us a gauntlet match? Damn it, you did it. Special guest referee came back. Title match and a locked. What was the locked match? What was the locked mode? Was it like I Quit? You got Gold Rush, King of the Ring, and tag team tournaments. Oh, man. See, this is where you do 40 years of WrestleMania. Let's go. Oh, JC was Slobber Knocker? Okay, cool. Yeah, forget these things. Oh, man. So good. New gen, Attitude Era. Ruthless Aggression era. See, we can just do this again. Just do this in 2K24. 40 years of WrestleMania. Celebrate 40 years of WrestleMania. It makes all the sense in the world. We don't need a showcase of just one person. Just do this. Do exactly this over again. You got glowy menu stuff. You got the beautiful 30 years of WrestleMania logo. You got all of the renders on there. All the different eras to make Matt very happy. Then you got Universe era. I didn't know it was called Universe era. There's 30 years WrestleMania. Man, this thing was loaded. WrestleMania 30 contest, the streak, and the video archives. Boy, they nailed this thing. Menu screen 5 out of 10? I don't know. This 30 years of WrestleMania has given me... You added in all that footage, too. That's how you do it. My God, look at this beautiful universe mode. So menu, I like it. Again, simple, clean, not overbearing. 6 to 7 out of 10. Luke Harper, Curtis Axel. My God, look how beautiful this universe mode is. Look how clean and easy it is. Customize my universe. Past rivalries. God. It's like it makes sense. Current rankings. Oh my God. Calendar. Edit tiles. Story options. Customize story settings for the rivalries. Why can't they just freaking do this again? Online. Yeah, I gotta say, I gotta feel like it's like a 6 out of 10. Maybe a 7. But create a story. Like a 6 out of 10. Take a look at 2K15. This one, I don't remember caring for. You got Big Bad John Cena. It was all John Cena. Yes. You got a little bit more of the motion going on. Fine. Hey, there's Brandon. Background matchmaking on off in the corner. I don't like that. Shout out to Bray Wyatt on the career mode logo. 2K15 soundtrack was good. I'm talking about what this looks like. Showcase, Universe, Creations, Old Roman Reigns, Online, My, WWE, and the Options menu, PlayStation Store. I don't like the shuffling of tiles. 2K15 was the worst because they took out so much. I remember getting this game and being like, where is everything? Because we just went from 2K14, which had story mode and all this other stuff in it. And this felt so stripped down and so basic. Now, I do like that they got different images for every single menu box. You can kind of see where, like, we got today's stuff. So for universe mode, man, that's ugly. Yeah, I don't care for that. 2K showcase. Oh yeah, this is what I hated. I remember like just seeing Odd Gaming. What's up, man? I'm probably Christian. I'm probably with you. It's like a 4 out of 10 for me because I remember this game. It's not the best. Like I appreciate different images used for every single match type, but you're taking up so much unnecessary space, right? You're showing it off, yay, but it's also a lot to look at, and I kind of feel like they're like, we don't have a lot we're giving you this year, so we're gonna put these big boxes so it looks like you're getting big things, but you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 match types. And then I know within that you got a bunch. They also went with the tiled image for the superstars. Less and less I'm liking this. I go for list. Great. I'm probably giving it like a 5 out of 10, guys. They went with real renders, which is good. But there was so much missing in this game. It was annoying. I remember it playing fine. And I remember graphically it was fine. But it never blew us away. And the biggest hang up for me on 2K15 was the lack of match types. because of what we had in 14. Yeah, I'd probably say like a 5 out of 10. I don't have good memories of this. We're talking about the aesthetics of like a menus. Like, it doesn't really matter. We're just dorking out right now. But it didn't really give us a whole lot. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us here today on Assemble. My name is Matt. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you guys can, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more 2K23-24 content. I did a video yesterday. You'll see it. It's got Goldberg on the cover. What are we talking about? Potential stars that are going to be removed from 2K24. Go watch that video and help me out. Have a good day. All right. Take a look at 2K16. 2K16. I might play this today myself. This one is with Stone Cold Steve Austin. What? So we're coming off of 2K15, and we're seeing a theme here. Got Austin, which I appreciate, but we got the same idea with the John Cena one. They went with the big box. I thought the stream was over. No, Greg, right? I'm up to 16 right now. 2K16 I remember liking. Showcase, universe mode, creations, the online, the my, and the options, and the store. All the very much the same. One-on-one, Fatal 4. So they didn't do much more when it came to match types. I think the biggest thing I remember liking about this 2K16 was the showcase, because it was Austin. Nothing new is added in here. It's all the same. This is when they finally went to a list. So they got away from having the boxes of people to pick. And now we got a full list. Yeah, I kind of like list better, I have to say. 2K16 has the slowest gameplay? Interesting. Undertaker. Oh, you got breakouts in this too? That's cool. Oh yeah, we started off with NXT. Got NXT arenas. Yeah, you know, it's basically 2K15 again. I'd probably say it's a 5 out of 10 as well. Didn't work for me, brother. Not that good. What is this? K16? A mod? Or it's a Notion one? Notions are fun. I don't like the yellow they used. Meh. Probably a 5 out of 10. Because it's like the exact same as 2K15. Alright. 2K17! Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go. We've got real the in-game models walking around in the background. Brock Lesnar's lost. See this. This was 2K17 with Brock on the cover. Holy crap. Oh, I remember this. I don't like this. Yeah, it's kind of eerie. It's like, why are we scaring players with our menu? Also, it doesn't work for me, brother, because it's smoky and you have white boxes and white text. So I'm just like, yeah. Like, and then you highlight it and then you got a red box. But everything's white with white and white smoke and gray. So you're in the families of grays and whites. It's not enough. I don't care for that. Now, modes. I like that you got the in-game models walking around. Again, you got like Big E doing his gyrating, which is fun. Still not killing it, though, with the match types. Can this person show me the match types, or are they just literally showing me every model that walked around? I think they are. God. Get out of this. Move the menu. Oh my god, dude. You didn't move the menu once. Good lord. Not doing smack dogs. They'll ding me. What, guys? Show me something. The people are character models are just like running away on screen. What we getting here? It's all the same. Where it all started getting the same guys. Box. Got factions. They edit the teams menu. 17 is not great. I really don't feel. I'm not feeling it. It's more of a. The Brock Lesnar one. It's too simplified. I do like when they. I kind of like that they use just the in-game models, because then if you have custom superstars, then it all looks the same, right? Now we've fixed that, and what I like about 2K22 and now 23 is that we can assign rendered images so everyone looks the same, and it's good. Because your character creations, community creations all look good. It lines up. Now, yeah, I will say this. 2K17 was easy to use. I like how it is pretty big, bold lettering. I just don't care for like the smoke. The back. It's spooky. Like, why are we being spooky? I don't know. But I do like how big everything is for the menu to pick. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. But this is where we started to see the shift. All right, let's go to 2K18. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, this is where it was different. This guy's got a lot of stuff on his... Let's see. Decent. Some of these are just... $2K18. This is where they were like, we got in-game motions things. 2K18 was a step up from 17. Yeah, I'll give it that. You got in-game models fighting. I like that. You can clearly see what category I'm in. There's no more smoke. They got big, bold lettering for everything. They still went with, like, in-game models. Did they? I guess they got renders. No, they're in-game models. Menu! They're not showing me the menu very much. Alright, Brandon. I'm looking at Brandon. Shout out to B2E. Mr. 1 million in the bank. You know, simple is sometimes good. A little boring. A little bit on the boring side. I kind of like that you got, like, the guys doing finishers in the background. See a little bit of it. But I will say, it's pretty boring. Yeah. 5 out of 10. I don't know. Cordiac says 2K17 over to 18's menu for me. You like the smoke? I don't know. I don't care for that. I like that. 5 out of 10. So 2K19. Oh boy. 2K19. Blow my mind. Blow my mind. Blow my mind. I got the effing passion. Oh god. This is not long ago because we all did this for like 3 years. The problem I have with 19 is so white. It's so... You play this in the nighttime in your room, You got this thing going. You're trying to relax. And you got just blinded by the light. I said it. I don't like the... I'm sorry, this guy's got like stuff all over his stream. Okay, 19 leaked? What? From the Great One? That's funny. Problem I have with 19, the lighting. Now you guys are like, I like this. Maybe, but remember, we're looking at the menus. I ain't talking about the game because we lived off of 19 for a very long time. I remember getting 2K20, playing it, playing all of it, being like, this is so wrong and so hurtful to me that I just went right back to 2K19 and I was like, that's better. I don't like this. I will be honest. I don't understand why we have him glitching off like Thanos with the snap. Why is he doing that? I understand they might be trying to go with the contrast thing here of like the wrestlers with their colors to contrast off the white. It was so damn bright. I don't like this because you got like, you highlight tournament and then you got tournament in giant letters behind them already. Like, yeah, I know what I clicked on. You don't have to say it twice. Then I gotta click on it to go into it. And I don't like having the tab at the top either. I don't like having to shuffle through all the way at the top. Plus I'm looking at the main screen. There's a lot going on here. Creations, create a show, video. Yeah, far too busy. It's funny, it's far too busy and it's just also very bland. Vegan Mox says 8 out of 10. 8 for 19? Like 8 out of 19? Honestly, I like 2K19's menu, but the lighting was it was so much, dude. Like, you could not bear this thing in the evening. A good match list is kind of what we're living with today. But yeah, I didn't like having to change it over from tabbing it over. And what the hell is Sheamus doing? Like, it doesn't make any sense. There's a lot happening where I'm like, someone was having fun in the graphics department and was like, I figured out how to do this animation. This is what it looks like. Someone was in there at 2K and they were like, dude, I learned how to do like the Thanos snap thing. And they're like, really? And they're like, yeah, and I could use this in like the menu. Check this out on Finn Balor. It's like, bleh, it exploded. Like, oh, we should totally use that in our game. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why is that happening? Good unlockables. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. I don't know. 3 or 4 out of 10 for me for this. Care for that. Talking the menu. The menu. That good, Matt? No, that's not good. Oh my god, we got 217 people. Hey, we only got 65 likes in here. What's wrong? You don't like me today. You got one job. You got one job. You hit the like button. Kidding. Do whatever you want. Let's look at 2K20. And then half of you guys are like, do we have to? I'm like, yes, we do. Strap in. On here. Grubbin. Tell you right now. I remember this. Tell you right now. I'm teeing this up for you. When I first turned on 2K20, I remember. And the first models that I saw were like, oh yeah, there it was. I turned on 2K20 and the first things like I saw was like Charlotte, that, and I'm Bailey, yeah, and I looked at that and I went, especially Charlotte's model, and I went, oh no, no. Oh no, what's happening? Oh no, guys. A lot of Becky Lynch. A lot of Becky Lynch in this. Oh, it's so bad. Oh no, what's wrong? We haven't even turned on the game yet. What's happening? Oh no, it's freaking glitched before we even started. What is wrong with Seth's face? Oh my goodness. All right, I haven't even turned it on yet, guys. Let's see here. I'm trying to find a menu. Go. Shout out to Pulse. There we go. Okay, the idea of having the in-game match stuff happening, pretty good. I'm here for it. Look at Becky. It's just terrible. Look at the match like options there going down the left-hand side with the WWE logo behind it. I'm cool with it. Like that's a clean look to me. I get what they're going for. I didn't have too many issues with that. Scott Bond, thank you for super chat. Should review some pre-2K menus. We can take a look. Are you saying? Gosh. Some of these people don't work here anymore. And they go into this crap. Oh. Why is like Brawls? Brawls was an option there. Joe Compton. 2K20 definitely rushed. They definitely dropped the ball with that one. Yeah, buddy. This is very rough. Oh no, Dream is in here, Greg. Oh no. So I will say, yeah, having the match list options down the left-hand side looks good. Looks clean. Just so bad. Like, they got giant Snickers commercials running there. Like, oh, it's so scary. They did so wrong with these eyes and the face. We got Fiend. That's great. Terrible looking. Like, that jumps out. If you just played the game for the first time, you see wrestling, and then you see this guy, you're like, what game is this? Why is this happening? Who is that? People are so weirded out. 2K19 still didn't give us gauntlet matches. Oh. So much in here. I'm like, oh my gosh. So it's losing points with me. I hated this bump in the night shit. I hated this, by the way. All the 2K Originals DLC. I'm sure some people liked it. I really didn't like it. We got Bray Wyatt. That's why I got that. All the like, I'm a futuristic robot, Alexa Bliss. I'm like, I do not care about this. This was the idea for DLC because they're trying to be cute with it. Didn't we get Big Head mode in this too? Wasn't that the thing that people were like, look what we have? I will say that like all the menu stuff is very clean. It's like if the game was just not so broken. This was terrible, by the way. This is why it loses even more points. I absolutely hated the character selection screen. I hated every single one of them had the same pose. Just the slightly turned to the side. It was the worst thing. It was so generic, copy and paste. Everyone had the same look. It was dumb. It didn't stand out. It didn't make you feel like you had any connection with the character. Goldberg to Edge to Eddie Guerrero to Becky Lynch all looked the same. Same poses. 19 did the same thing? Oh. There were so many legends in 2K20. Oh. Big roster, the worst renders used in any WWE game. It was so terrible. I remember getting this the first day and just being like, oh my god. Like, they don't... I was like, what am I looking at? Why is... I'm like, I looked at Becky Lynch like, no. Like, they're all the same. It's so scary. It just like, it felt interchangeable. Oh. Now, here's the one plus. They did do, and I wish they would bring this back, and AEW Fight Forever does this by customizing weapons. Let us change the colors and looks of weapons. You give us a decent amount of weapons, let us customize them. I think that this is a neat thing to be able to bring this in if you want to make it a little bit more fun and arcadey. Looks like Fight Forever. I don't know. Fight Forever is eating its lunch right now. It was terrible, guys. So terrible. Had all these different referees that were all the same. You had the four of the exact same referees in a slightly varied shirt. Sarah Logan doesn't look like anybody. They don't look like anybody. Natalia was like the worst with the hair thing. Like, what is this? Why does this exist? Oh yeah, Edge was the big offender, wasn't he? He didn't look like Edge at all. None of this looked right. God. Negan Mox, thanks, buddy, for the $5. I remember pre-ordering it for The Fiend and be told we would get him 3 weeks after launch. Negan, did it come like... Was Fiend way later? I don't remember. Did they push it out? Edge is the worst. Looks so bad. But this is all very much what we got with 2K22 and 23. Same type of thing. Arena list is pretty full. You got different backlashes. All the chambers. That's where like 2K20 is 23, excuse me, and 22. I feel they've lacked is they pulled back on what arenas we're getting. Like, we got like Fastlane. I don't care about Fastlane. You got these damn Hell's Coliseum. What the hell? I don't even care. The New Day Arena is in there. They had some fun. They tried to have some fun with it. It completely failed. But like, why did they keep taking out like Raw's War? I get Raw's War 98 in this game. I don't get it in the next game. I get this one in this game. I don't get it in this game. I get the SmackDown Fist in the new game. I don't get it in the old game. I got SmackDown 2000 in here. I don't get it in the new game. I don't get why they push and pull arenas so much. Just keep building the arena roster so people have all these choices. WrestleMania 2029? Oh, that's cool. Forgot about that. Oh, they got a Winterfest? That's also neat. See, I had some gimmicky stuff in here. More WrestleMania. At least they had more WrestleMania arenas. It's like a 2 out of 10, guys. If 2K20 was 2K19, but with the upgrade, like if they didn't botch it, 2K20 could have been the successor to 19. Imagine that. Imagine 2K19 or 2K20 was the successor. 2 out of 10. It's just the worst. And there's so many hurtful memories in my brain. Give 2K20 arena templates? Yeah, buddy. All right. I would love to know what 2K21 was going to be. The things we'll never know. But I would love to know what the initial plans mock-ups were for 2K21. I can't believe we had to go back and like we had to wait 2 years for a wrestling game, which seems absurd nowadays. We had to wait 2 years to get a wrestling game. Nuts. All right. 2K22. I gotta tell you, I don't like it very much. It's only been a few months since I turned this game off. Here's what I don't like off the bat. Some tiles have images, some don't. You know what I mean? Negan says when 2K left, excuse me, when Ukes left, 2K had no idea what to do. It seems that way. Negan. Yeah, the flame annoyed me after a while. I'm like, that doesn't make any it's like with the whole Thanos snap thing they did. This is, again, it feels like somebody figured out how to do a flame graphic and was like all pumped about it. They brought the smoke back again from 2K17. So these two guys have clearly collaborated and we're like, well, now we got fire. We need a little smoke with the fire. So we're going to do both of those aesthetics in there. I don't know why. Look at this. My faction effing business. I like the clean tile look, and they've built off of this with 23. We'll talk about next, obviously. I don't like how it's like play has a play button, universe has a globe, then the rest have images. I don't care for the smoke and the fire. It is not fire, as the 2K marketing team likes to say about everything is fire. It is not fire. I don't like the menu option layout here. This I find cumbersome. We got the same menu for selecting wrestlers. But again, the flame makes no sense. It makes no sense. Menu options are at least clean. It's pretty simplistic, but it looks pretty... It's very simplistic. But you know what? Because of what they did to 2K20, they had to come back in here and they're like, we need to make this simple, clean, easy to use. People understand it. Don't get crazy with it. So I think I give them some credit and some points for just making a very simple looking game. Not trying to overdo it. They didn't overcomplicate things. They went with simple aesthetics, which I appreciate. And they built off of it and went into the 2K23. I like the entrance creation more than the current one. See, they even changed up the referees themselves. Give us different referees. So yeah, probably a 6 or a 7 out of 10. What would you guys rate 2K22? Oh my god. See an old video of me. Look at me. Goodness. Old assemble. Look at the young boy. Look at the young lass doing his thing in his old set. Those were the days. Why did I block it like this? Why did I do this menu setup? It's an odd choice. Did that. Camera still looks good. The lighting is good. Same shelf? Yeah. Same shelves. But I extended them here. Alright. The easy one. 2K23 menu. Blow my mind. Blow my mind. Blow my mind. He's got passion. Well, the game that we're all familiar with right now, 2K23 menu, I like it. I do. They gave everyone an image instead of 2K22. They didn't go with a random flame that somebody figured out how to do in After Effects. They went with the Tron background, which even I said when we had like initial reveals of the menu, I really do like that. I like that we have the changing Trons. Yep, Berwin, there's color. Vibrant, and because you're getting different Trons, you get different accent colors in there. My faction still exists, which bothers us. I think the Tron in the background is a nice touch. I also really do like this. I like that they went with, when you're selecting an arena, they show you the arena that you're playing in. You don't always get that. You just pick Raw's War and you don't get to see the preview. I like that I get a preview of all of my arenas before I click on it. Everything kind of glows and lights up. They use different images to sort out. They went with the tiles again, but not back in the days of 2K15 where it was like giant tiles to fill it out. I don't really have many complaints with this year's menu. I gotta tell you. I really don't. I don't have many complaints with this. I like that everyone's rendered image is nice and big. See everyone. Yeah, I really don't have much complaints with 23 as we currently have it, guys. What do you rate 23 menu? My opinion, 2K is best menu. Looks very colorful and vibrant. I'd probably give it like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. I don't know what to really dock it for. Maybe allow, you know what I would? Maybe like a 9 out of 10. You know what would be cool? Is to allow us to customize the Titan, select different Titantrons. Because it always has like Rhea Ripley or like John Cena. Let us select the Titantron we want, like you do with the jukebox. Let us do that. Maybe a 9 out of 10. Nothing's perfect. 10 out of 10. My goodness, guys. 1 out of 10 for effort? Dang, WWE fan. 1E plus 53 out of 10? Okay. Everyone says, okay, I agree with the Tron stuff. I think that'd be like the one thing I would say with that. Otherwise, I like how it works. Pre-rendered background? I know, Greg, but I can want things. One can dream. One can hope. Can't I? Not enough LA Knight in the menu. Minus 10 points. LA Knight wasn't a real thing. LA Knight was a DLC in 22. And he finally came to life in 23. 24 is going to be killer. You guys want to talk about 2K24? We could talk about it. I saw this thing that popped up. Sure, Matt. Why not? Thanks, Jason. I don't think this is real. Sports Manor, which I've never seen before. I look under news articles for 2K24, and they're like 2K game accidentally leaked 2K24 footage. TK22 version made its way in this. Yeah, an Instagram user named Burn It Down YouTube took the platform to break out the news to the world about the leaked video. The user shared the photo on their Instagram story and wrote, 2K just accidentally posted these screenshots in their Discord at 11 p.m. This is a while ago. Yeah, this website doesn't exist. Yeah, I don't... Number one, what am I looking at? Two, they slapped a 2K24 logo with black lettering on it, which doesn't make any sense. Built differently. Which is a terrible tagline, even if that is something. I don't buy this like for a minute that this is real. Or any other... Yeah, it's just a fake site. That's not... That can't be anything. Nice try, Mr. Burn It Down. Fake. So, that's not real. Since nothing's real, I'm not real. Oh my god. Smack Talks with the good news today. Look at this. WWE Day of Reckoning 2 released 18 years ago today. Shout out to Day of Reckoning. There's one. Okay, let's look at WWE Day of Reckoning. I always love a good menu. The older games are kind of hard to find. They give you... People post like themes stuff, but they don't post like the actual menus. Day of Reckoning 2. Shout out to Wrestling Gifts. Oh my god. It's not the worst thing in the world. Wait, what the hell? Look at those beautiful arenas. Beautiful renders. Beautiful. Oh, look how close it is. The animations, gameplay. Story mode. Era. Yeah, Day Reckoning 2. I love that camera angle. Why does that look good though? I don't know. Different. Not Thanos snap fingers like the other stuff is. So, for 2K24, what do you think about a 40 years of WrestleMania mode? Talk to me. Got a little bit of time left. Do you think that we get... Let's talk cover star, showcase. So for showcase mode, do you think they do 40 years of WrestleMania? That would be a big endeavor. It would make sense. We are 40 years of WrestleMania this year. The game launches right at WrestleMania season. Have the two things coincide together? I think it would be a very good idea. I smell. You know what that is, JC? I smell a video idea. I think that there's a good argument to make for a 40 years of WrestleMania mode instead of a standard showcase. Because everyone with WWE, like, you have enough legends and current talent. You have enough legends, I should say, that are still with WWE to do that mode. Like, Hogan's still kicking around with WWE. You get the new gen matches. We have so many legends today. We need more, though, for 2K24. Ramesh, hi, I see your point. Thank you. Don't spam. I think our 40 years of WrestleMania mode would be beautiful. Oh, it's on Reddit, too. Alright, shout out to Reddit. So someone posted 2K24 40 years of WrestleMania concept. Andre Big John Studd, Hogan King Kong Bundy, Steamboat Savage, Savage DiBiase, Hogan Savage, Warrior Hogan, Big Boss Man, Mr. Perfect. See, the 40 years of WrestleMania also would give people so many unlockables. You would hope. Razor Shawn, Diesel Shawn, Shawn Brett, Brett Austin, Austin Michaels, Austin Rock. 4-way at WrestleMania 2000, Austin Rock at 17, Hogan Rock, so you get the NWO versions. Goldberg and Brock at 20. Depends if Goldberg would still have a Legends deal with WWE, if he'd be in the game. But you could do, like, what was that WrestleMania 20? What was another good match? Could do Eddie at WrestleMania 20. Isn't it Eddie Ray at 20? Batista, Triple H. So you end up with, like, a lot of Triple H matches too. This is where, like, the list would need to differ a bit. Also Undertaker. Like, you can't... Eddie versus Angle? Okay. You can't overdo it. Like, 40 years WrestleMania, this concept works. However, they'd have to really be careful not over spamming Triple H, John Cena, Undertaker, who are in so many WrestleMania matches. You want to change it up. You don't always have to give us the big headlining title match. It could be other matches. But if they give you 39 matches, that's a lot. And that's where I'm like, oh man, I don't think they would do that. Because the other showcases have been like, what? Friggin' 13 matches, 15 matches? They're just matches. But I can see if they wanted to do any vignette. See, this is where, for 40 years of WrestleMania mode, you got to take what worked in the past games and apply it here. You don't have to, I don't need the narration of other wrestlers. I don't need John Cena or Rey Mysterio narrating their matches. I understand that because it's documentary style and their favorite matches, blah, blah, blah. For this type of mode, you do what worked in the past with it, where you give us just the footage. Just run the trailers. Just run the rivalry trailer promos of Austin Rock. And then just put that in a video vault so we can have it. But this would give you so much. But again, you get in the later years, in like Ruthless Aggression era, what they're showing here anyways, it's a lot of Triple H, Undertaker, Cena. And I think you got to avoid that, and you got to mix it up. Like, yeah, you could do 25 and 26 Undertaker, Shawn, but they're just the same matches. Like, Shawn Michaels 3 years in a row, we're not going to get that. You'd have to do different things. And then likewise in the last 5 to 8 years is like all Roman Brock. We don't need that. But if you got Cody Roman, one of the Brock Roman matches, even if they gave us Rhea, like you could add in Cody and Roman, but you could also do Rhea and Charlotte. That match was amazing. So there's a lot of really cool matches, and you have so much of the roster throughout the years that you can cherry pick and be like, well, we only have Legends contracts for X, Y, and Z. There's certain people we can pull from. There's certain people we can't. Like, you can't do Daniel Bryan, for his WrestleMania 30. But like they listed here, they were like, they did Brock versus Taker at WrestleMania 30, which is the match you probably should do because it's ending the streak. Mania 22 could have Angle versus Ray Orton, so you can finally get, hey, nothing you can say, nothing's going to change what you've done to me. It's a very good point. WrestleMania 38, Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville. Yes. Becky, Ronda, Charlotte. Yep. So there's so much in here. They also didn't, in this list, they didn't put in any female matches, any women's matches at all. Like, you could do Mickie James, Trish Stratus. China versus Ivory was at WrestleMania. There's a lot you could do. What did they do for 2K14? Had Road 2K14. "30 years of WrestleMania." So 30 years of WrestleMania, I would just love it if they redid something like this. But see, there's 10 matches. I really did like 30 years of WrestleMania because I have this little thing. Here's my match stipulation, the historical objective. I got little objectives to work with. You got the cool vignette of the gameplay itself. And then your unlockables at the end. Which, if you had the accelerator or whatever, it should just unlock everything. 30 years of Raw? That'd be sick. But I think they would do... I feel like they would be better off doing 30 years of WrestleMania. I really do like this because they give you the history in the background. A lot of work, a lot of time and attention goes into that. Yeah, then you're getting into Universe era. Got The Rock, Cena. I don't like current showcase because of with current showcase mode, just having the generic music in the background, no commentary, no nothing. Also, I don't like having to do certain moves all the time. What really takes me out of showcase mode is Scott. Yeah, they already did this with 30 years of WrestleMania. You can just do 40 years of WrestleMania. Why not? Because you're also speaking. I'll get to my point again, but Scott, like, you got another 10 years where you got a new wave of fans that haven't gone back and played that. And it's an easy thing for them to pull from, to go, well, we did this. You don't have to give us the exact same matches. Give us another round of matches. Pull some of the same matches. What I don't like about current showcase mode is having to I have to pause the menu all the time because they're like, do this move to your opponent. And you're like, what is it? It's this grapple, back grapple, slam, and you're like, oh, what is this move? Pause, look at the moves, look at the objectives, unpause, play, pause, what is the next move? So you're pausing it constantly to check what the move is, so it completely takes you out of the enjoyment for me of just going through the John Cena match, going through the Rey Mysterio match, and trying to just enjoy playing it and having the sequence and the moments in between. I'm constantly pausing the thing. Even after multiple playthroughs, I have to keep stopping because I'm an idiot. And this one I like better because it does just tell you, here's the match stipulation, here's this historical objective. Just hit the historical objectives. Just bam, 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 bam. But you need to hit an attitude adjustment, or you need to hit a 5-knuckle shuffle. You got to hit a rock bottom. You got to hit 2 rock bottoms. And because the matches take time, it would take a little bit longer to get there. Now, it's not like Mortal Kombat. I'm not going to hit a combo that easily. Yeah, exactly. But they got a lot of matches in here. So if we're saying like, hey, this has already been done, yeah, but there's so many more matches, different matches that they could pull from that they never have, that are probably all considered for great WrestleMania matches. And you know that WWE themselves are going to be looking at this year being 40 years of WrestleMania. It's Vince, it's WWE. They're going to make the grandest spectacle that they can out of 2 nights of WrestleMania by talking about the entire history. And this year is going to be special for WWE by doing 40 years of WrestleMania. So you got to think that 2K themselves, they get sponsored with WWE at WrestleMania the last 2 games, right? Sponsored by Snickers and WWE 2K. It would make all the marketing sense in the world to just line the 2 things up. Hey, we got 40 years of WrestleMania. What are we doing for our showcase mode? Are you just going to do an Edge showcase? Yeah, it'd be great. You could do an Undertaker showcase, which is all basically Undertaker. Like, do you want to do an Undertaker 40 years of WrestleMania? He's not around for 40 years. So you could do an Undertaker showcase of Undertaker's WrestleMania, but we've done so much of that, right? And also, it's not going to be that much fun if you're just playing Undertaker until the later half where he was losing matches. So I think that there is while I think 30 years of WrestleMania, yes, it's been done. It's been long enough. It's been 10 years of it. And you got a new crop of players that haven't experienced stuff and guys like me, I'll always want to go back and play Attitude Era stuff or Ruthless Aggression Era matches, and maybe ones that they didn't pull from those previous years. Maybe they only pull on the classics where they're like, okay, we got to do Hogan Andre. We might want to do a King Kong Bundy. We're going to do Hogan and Warrior. We want to do Savage Steamboat. And then you get into Attitude Era. Like, I would love it if they did pull the WrestleMania 2000 Fatal 4-Way. A McMahon in every corner. They won't put all the McMahons in there, But they could at least, well, they don't have Big Show, so they can't do that. They don't have him under contract. Well, like WrestleMania, let's see. WrestleMania 2000 match card. WrestleMania 16. TLC match we can't do. The WrestleMania 16. Can't do that European. That triple threat European title match, by the way, was killer. Can't do that. Can't do that. Boy, you really can't even take anything from WrestleMania 16. Dang. Huh. You can't do any of these matches. You could do that. You could do Kane and Rikishi with Paul Bearer versus DX, Road Dogg, and X-Pac. That's the one match you could do from WrestleMania 16. That's the only one you could do. Dudley's, Edge and Christian and the Hardys, TNA versus Head Cheese. No. Definitely can't do this hardcore title. I don't know, man. I don't know. So maybe it is a problem. A McMahon in every corner. Oh, JC, I apologize. Poor words. I guess the tag match is what we use. So I don't know. I don't know what they do with that. Maybe they can just cherry pick, or they just skip WrestleMania 16. Some WrestleManias are not very good. Or they get the license to use Big Show. I don't know. WWE fan says, so basically WWE is dead. Well, I don't know what that means. Why? In all of 2K, probably Sandra was probably the Attitude Era one. But that's what I grew up with. So I really liked that. Yeah, WWE fan, I wouldn't want to skip any WrestleMania. I'm just saying that, like, 16... WrestleMania 2000/16 didn't have any matches that seem to be functional. The only one is the main event. A McMahon in every corner. Now, they could do the McMahon in every corner, but they could just, like, cut halfway into the match. The Big Show was eliminated, or the fourth participant was eliminated in this Fatal 4-Way match, and then we move on to the Triple Threat. And then you're down to Mick Foley, Triple H, and The Rock. Or you could get right down into just Rock versus Triple H as the final two. Taker's Best Rivalry Showcase? That could work too. The Daniel Bryan Showcase was fun. Yeah. Layla, hello. There's a lot of good stuff in there, guys. They could do it. They could make it work. I'd like to see a WrestleMania. 40 years of WrestleMania. That would be a lot of fun. There's ways to make it work. Are you guys excited for LA Knight versus The Miz? Because I am. I think it's silly. Miz on Raw was very, very funny. Yeah, 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 yeah. What? Yeah, what? Yeah. Miz was funny in that. I don't like Miz very much. But he's done that with so many different people, with Rock and Cena. LA Knight, no. The mocked LA Knight was pretty good. It was pretty darn good. When he did his match against Cena, the Bellas versus Miz and Maurice, Miz as John Cena and Maurice as Ziggy Bella, it was awesome. That thing was hilarious. How can I not like the Miz? I just don't like Miz TV. I mean, main thing. And just like, okay, it's a Miz match. I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me. I feel like Miz has like 2 levels where he's either trying to be like a little silly, and he can be like a little, give me like a little chuckle, or he does like what he did in that promo where he was LA Knight. Then at the end, he just goes to like a level, he goes to 11 where he's just like he tries to just be overly intense. But I appreciate he's been around forever. Rated 2K22, 9 out of 10 because of the awesomeness, and DLC was very decent. Layla, DLC is very good. Yeah. I haven't liked Miz since the Damien Sandow. Yeah, see, there you go. But that was more of like Sandow. J Gaming? Yeah, that's a good point. You wait another 10 years. I won't be here in 10 years. So wait another 10 years and you get 50 years of WrestleMania, which they totally should do. I'm very curious to see, but you know what? The safe thing for them to do for 2K24 is they're giving us Edge or a Randy Orton or an Undertaker showcase. And they'll use the same technology that they like to use, the slingshot tech, where they go from gameplay to cutscene. And my guess is they will continue that trend because it ain't broke. Kind of. It ain't really broke, so why fix it? And so they think that there's a very strong possibility they don't do anything. Because it's 2K. I really think 2K should do a Monday Night War showcase. It'd be really fun. Yeah. I would love that. Maybe it doesn't have to be like, maybe it doesn't need to be we're looking too closely at this. Like we're saying, oh, give me 40 years of WrestleMania. And like I pulled up that Reddit post where here's 40 matches. Maybe they don't have to do 1 through 40. Because you get to a WrestleMania 16 scenario where you're like, there's nothing in here we can use, or we don't have any of the legends on the roster anymore. We can't utilize these. Like, ugh. So why not avoid that by just cherry picking? It can still be 40 years of WrestleMania. Here are 15 matches across different WrestleManias. And that way you get different stars from different eras where you can still get your, if they wanted to do again, Hogan Andre, Hogan Warrior, John Cena in a match at WrestleMania that they didn't do in this year's showcase. You could get Brock Undertaker where the streak is broken. Give me Sid. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to go through every single WrestleMania and find ones and use a match from everything. They could cherry pick, keep the list around that 13, 15, and give us the ones that are like memorable, like a lot of memorable matches. Like you could do, Edge versus Undertaker at WrestleMania. Wouldn't a Triple H or Edge showcase make the most sense? Or Vince is back. Do you think Vince weasels his way into McMahon showcase? Of course, Ricky would get a McMahon showcase. No, I think there's a very high possibility of an Edge showcase based off of when he came back, and it's been like 3 years. I think there's a very good chance of that. Hobby, thanks, man. You prefer storytelling from WWE 13? Fair enough. Do you guys think that 2K24 is going to be next gen only? Because they have not confirmed it. It's funny with Take-Two Interactive. It's like the one game they don't say, is this thing going to be on current gen, next gen? All their other games are in development. They list what platform they're on. And 2K24 is not listed to be on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X. They haven't said. Do you guys think it's going to be next gen only? Or do you think this is like the final year that they give us PS4, Xbox One, and they go back? John Nathan, hello. Xbox Pro. Think they should return multiple showcases like they did in 2K16? Multiple showcases would be fun. Yeah. Smaller stories, and I could pick which one I want. I would love that. Yeah, Montaigne, I agree with you. This is probably the last year where it's going to be on PS4 and current gen, and then they do a cross-gen bundle because consoles are much more readily available. Now they've gotten past the wave of COVID with issues in shipping and development. Sharps, I do agree. People still can't afford consoles, but I'll tell you right now, people can't afford anything. And they still do things. So, like, yeah, I can't afford a $500 console. People can't afford $60,000, $80,000 vehicles, but they still go out and buy a brand new car. And its market's terrible. So, people still buy stuff. But I do think that right now, like Montaigne's saying, that they're readily available. So it's probably the last year, but also the PS4 install market is massive. So why not? You're limiting how many copies of a game you can sell, ultimately, if you're not going to put it on PS4 and Xbox One. Sean, I kind of wrapped up doing the rankings. So I still think next year is going to be on both. Yeah, Bryson, I'm curious about what the DLC is actually going to be for next year and like who the heck they could put in this game, because I feel like we're running out of people. And I feel like they're just going to keep going with more NXT stars because they have to. But last gen servers are still better than current gen community creations. That's very true. I feel like they should announce that Here Comes the Pain remasters, and then take the extra time and use it for 2K25 and remaster. Dragonheart. I agree. I would love it if they gave us a quote smaller game in between the dev cycle, remaster something like that. Wait till 2K25 and just call it something else, like just WWE 2K Live. Do something like that and give us an even bigger game. I think just for their pocketbooks, they would want to release a game every year because then they make the most money and move on to the next year. But I totally agree. Having that in between of something smaller that fans can just enjoy would be a lot of fun. Judgment Day, Jose. I hope Mr. Perfect, Ultimate Warrior, Ric Flair, Kelly Kelly, and Caitlyn. I think there's a good chance you'd see. I mean, Warrior's been in the last games forever. Kelly Kelly would be cool. Ric Flair should come back. Mr. Perfect would be good. They need to do more Legends next year. Again, if they did a 40 years of WrestleMania and grabbing a bunch of different matches and cool moments, that's where you got to beef up your Legends roster a lot. You never know. Nice Money in the Bank thermal container. It's not. It's just a big ass green bottle, but yeah. Can you cash in anytime for a free drink? Anytime, Wolf Mode. Yeah. I can pretty much do this whenever I feel like it. It allows me to just thing is damn green, isn't it? Yeah, I cashed in my water bottle in the bank for another one. W2K23 had like 2 Legends. Yeah, it didn't have enough. It really didn't. They went really hard on NXT, and those people should have been in the game. Oh god, what's happening now? Cultaholic. Jack Perry news. Or Jack Perry likely to receive more of the blame from AEW management for all the altercations of CM Punk after the Nando's incident at All In. Real Glass. Whoa. Perry viewed his shot at Punk during Zero Hour match as a receipt for the Real Glass argument made publicly. Perry told a couple of people before All In that he was planning to make a comment during his match with Hook. Be a man. Like, just keep your stuff backstage. Do it on TV, like, of course, in the biggest show of the ever for your company, and you're like, I'm gonna go talk right into the camera and say this. Yeah, that's not gonna ruffle any feathers. And where's Tony Khan with all of this? Like, you guys going into business for themselves. Thunder God Blade. Yes, I Canadian. Tony Khan's also received portion of the blame. Yup. With veteran EW talent saying that Khan has fostered an environment where younger wrestlers without a lot of experience in the national spotlight feel free to go into business for themselves, online or live on TV. Those scores in the send message. Yeah. Tony Khan needs to be a big boy. This doesn't happen under Vince. And if it does, it ain't very public. You don't see anybody on WWE TV doing shots at each other and going into business for themselves at all. Because Vince would fire you. Or he would punish you through TV. Tony Khan was watching the fight with CM Punk shirt on going, CM Punk, CM Punk. Yeah, I bet he was. It's just so silly at this point. Like, Jack Perry does that. And it's like, and then Punk reacts, supposedly, allegedly, puts him in a chokehold, or they push each other, they're shoving. So there's an altercation of sorts. And then everyone's like, well, Punk's to blame. It's always CM Punk. Like, yeah. But the other guy's to blame. And you know what? Tony Khan is the most to blame. Because he allows this crap to happen. Like, it's ultimately Tony Khan's fault because it's his company and he's sitting right there. And he's watching these two beef at each other. Anyways, silly. I'm planning to do either today or tomorrow. I'm gonna do a wrestle sketch on the Jack Perry CM Punk situation. I'm gonna make fun of it. Getting ridiculous. When Perry was in WWE, he did that. Vince would call ahead in the headset, cut his match short, and either suspension or he's fired. Yeah. He'd probably just run out the Dragon. He'd probably run the same match. Like, they would just do the match. I'm even wondering if the TV direction would be like, they would cut away from him if he was trying to talk to the camera. But if that was happening under Vince, he'd get backstage and the guy would be scolded. Be like, what the hell are you doing? You don't talk to the camera, and what was that even in reference to? Or if it's like, you don't bring your dirty laundry and put it on my TV. Like, and also Vince would just snap Jack Perry in half. So I just don't know who all these guys think they are, where it's like, I can just say stuff on and Punk too, like, not to defend him, but like, he went off on Hangman on TV and Hangman went off on him before, and everyone's just doing it. And that's where I'm like, it ultimately boils down to Tony Khan not taking care of things in his locker room and just fine everybody. Just be like, if you speak out of turn, if you go into business for yourself, I'm gonna fine you 10 grand every word you say. And just shit. You don't even have to go into suspensions of like, we're doing an investigation. It's not the friggin' FBI. You don't have to sit there and go, well, we're conducting investigations. We're gonna find out who's behind it. It's not a murder mystery. Just turn around and fine everybody on the spot. Like, you spoke out on TV, on our pay-per-view. We didn't call for you to do that. So Tony Khan should just turn around to Punk and Jack Perry and anybody involved. And if there was like a big brawl out again, a Muffin Mania, then sure, suspend people. But if it was like, this was a physical altercation between each other, you just turn around and you go, you're fined 10 grand, you're fined 10 grand. Get out of my face. And then you'd be done with it. And then be like, okay, do I have to send you guys home? Be like, no, we're okay. Be like, yeah, I'm going to fine you $10,000 right on the spot. You turn around with Jack Perry as they come through. If that thing is like heating up as they're going backstage, and then they both get in each other's face, how's Tony Khan just not doing that? And then just turning around, even just do it publicly with everyone back there. They want to make a public spectacle of everything. Tony Khan should have the balls to turn around and just be like, I'm going to fine you, and I'm going to fine you. Why? Because you're both confronting each other. And Jack Perry, you went off and did your own scripting. I didn't approve that. Just like they have to go through now with all their match things of like, here's all the matches and moves you can and cannot do in AEW. Let's fine them. FBE says, just woke up. Thanks, buddy, for coming in. Yeah, Impact's like the chillest brand. Fightful is also reporting that Fightful Select report, Punk's frustration has grown to the point where he told several people, "I hate this place," regarding AEW. The frustration has grown within many members of the roster as well. Yeah, I bet it's not a fun place to work right now. MJF said in his backstage thing, he was like, does everyone have to get along? No. Do we have to be friends? No. Just gotta work together. And it's like, well, they're proving that. It's like, I agree. Because MJF says, he's like, I bet you go to work and you don't like everybody. Go 100%. You gotta just work with people. But that's where it's being professional. Big MGM. I've seen daycares with better management than Tony's management. Yeah, that's the problem, is that Tony needs somebody not within wrestling, or somebody within wrestling, but like isn't buddies with everyone. Didn't like Vince fine Batista and Jericho like $100,000 for bleeding in a cage? And they were both like, this is insane. But you know what? It tells the top guys too that like, you can't do this without permission. Because he bladed. Yeah. So like, he bladed. They thought it would be good for the story. And whether Vince liked it or not, it wasn't what they were allowed to do. So Vince went overboard and insane and fined them like over $100,000. And yeah, JC, early PG era, it was all big no-nos and boring. But at least what Vince went overboard is like $100,000. Like Batista did interviews where he was like, that was an insane amount of money. Like there was no need to fine us that much. But Vince had the right logic in that it's his show, it's his production. If I don't want someone to do something, they better not do it. You broke the rule. So I'm going to go. He went overboard and insane. But doesn't that show the rest of the locker room that like, oh wow, two top guys just got fined crazy money for doing this. I better not do anything out of turn because I'll be fired. Those guys got fined insane amount. But I would, if I'm Jack Perry in a WWE roster, going in and doing my own thing, doing my spots, saying things, he'd just be fired. And they'd be like, we don't care. We have 50 Jack Perrys. Day says, Assemble, admit it, they definitely need to fix the referees in 2K last year since they've been getting more in the way and don't pay. Oh, 100%. Referees are trash. The slow pins, I like that if you beat up a referee, you get a slow pin, but referee AI logic is bust. The only one who's not getting fined is Brock. Yeah, everyone's afraid of Brock. But that's why it's like, put Jack Perry and Brock Lesnar in the same room. Jack Perry's like, I can say what I want. You're not nice to me. Punk's like, you're not nice to me. It's like, could you guys just stop? You need a Brock Lesnar in your face and just Brock Lesnar walking by the curtain going, get a life, kid. Perry would get stuffed in a locker. It's silly, guys. It's so very silly. The wrestling world, and then it's just like people will be like, it's this is good, it's this guy's fault, it's Punk's fault, it's Perry's fault, it's this guy. It's everyone's fault, and it's mostly Tony Khan's fault. What's hilarious is the timing of it too, is that we just went a year ago at All Out when there was the Muffin Gate, and the whole thing happened backstage, and the suspensions, and all of this stuff. And we are literally 1 year almost to the day, and another thing happens. How does this keep happening? There's something in the water, man, I'm telling you. This time it was Nando's, it wasn't muffins. There's always food involved. Oh, it's ridiculous. Anyways, guys, Dante, good morning. But I'm actually going to be taking off now. I wanted to just go through and do a little bit of taking a look at some of the previous menus, give them a little bit of rankings with you guys, have a little bit of fun. I'm going to try and work on another video. We're also going to be deep diving Ultra Pro Wrestling. I hope to get that video for you guys either today or tomorrow. We're going to do, I posted in the community tab if you guys want to take a look. I talked about whether or not to do a video on the possibility, what 2K should do with Bray Wyatt. in terms of what fans want, what players want, like putting the Fiend in this year. Should there be a Bray Wyatt pack next year? That kind of thing. It seems like the overwhelming voting was like, yeah, we should talk about it. So that's probably coming this week as well. And then, yeah, on WrestleSketch channel, youtube.com/@WrestleSketch is the second channel. And I'm probably going to do a little funny bit on CM Punk Jack Perry because it's so silly. It just keeps happening. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Enjoy yourselves. Be kind to somebody. Go too sweet somebody outside. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.